Hi everyone, Colleen here. Some friends of mine, Rhonda, Meg and Celeste, asked me would I show them how to make a 4x4 inch card on the scoreboard, and I said not a problem, but I got a little bit carried away as usual and I've made a whole bunch of different sizes. I thought, well, if you're going to make one you may as well make a lot, and we're going to be making two styles. This one here is your standard, just your V-backed envelope, and this one here is a little flip one. As you can see, I've put just a piece of card in there at 4x4, and you can see that there's plenty of room for your card to have embellishments. The same goes with this one here, so then they're a decent sized envelope. So we'll get started. First we'll do the standard, the V-back one. I'll just move this out of the way. Now we're going to take our scoreboard, and we're going to be using a piece of paper that is 7 by 7 inches. Now you need to make sure that this arm is well pushed up into your board itself. I couldn't think of the name of it. And we're going to make the first score line at 3 inches. And as you can see, there's a little space here which is especially for this purpose. Then we're going to turn our cardstock, our paper. Now it's just normal copy paper I've used, as you can see, which is 11 3/4 by 8 1/4 inches. So it's just the standard size. If you wanted to make a larger envelope for say a 6 by 6 inch card or a 5 by 7 inch card, you'll need to go to 12 inch paper. But just for this one, this is just like 5 inches and smaller. So then we go back in at 3.5 again and score, and 3.5 inches again and score, and there we have it. That's our envelope there. So I'll just move our scoreboard out of the way for a minute. Now we're going to take our scissors and we're going to snip out these tiny little triangles. If you turn to the other side, you can see your grooves. I like to cut away the score line. Now a lady on YouTube for Close to My Heart has made envelopes on the board before. I can't remember where it was, but I'd like to thank her for being a clever lady and finding it. So I just wanted to add my 2 cents worth to it as well. So we just cut out just those little corners, so we're removing the score line from these points. And as you can see, that's what you're left with. It looks like an envelope. And what we're going to do is fold up our score lines and just gently burnish them. We're going to do that all the way around. I like to try and pull it over so the edges are a little more level. Sorry for the shadows. There we go. So that's our envelope. Now to put it together, I usually put just a little bit of tape here and just here. So you can use tape, you can use glue. I'm using a tape runner at the moment. It's not the right case because I broke mine and I haven't as of yet replaced it. Now just a little bit of tape on either side here and bring that up to meet there. And there is your envelope. Now when I've put my card inside, I'll just show you. So your card's gone inside. I like to take a little bit of this tear tape and just add a little bit. I mean, you could cut it if you wanted to be a bit neater, but I think, well, it's tear tape for a reason, and that's only going to be torn open. So that's like that. And then when the person, then you can seal it up and hand it over. Say you've put a gift card or money or something in and you don't want it to come undone, that's the way to do it. So that's that envelope. I've also made it in these sizes. I've got it in a 5-inch, a 3x3, a 2x2. I've also done it in a 6x4, which is my favourite size, and a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Now I've done them all in copy paper, but like I said, you could quite easily make them here in beautiful paper if you wish to, if you wanted it to match your card that you are making, but you really can't post it with this on it. It really needs to be a plain envelope. So that's my 4x4. Now for our other one, which is quite easy too. This one here, the cardstock you'll need is 9.5, paper I should say, is 9.5 by 6.5. And we're going to take our scoreboard, but we're going to open the arm this time. And we're going to score it on the long side at 2 1/4 and 6 3/4. And then we're going to turn it to the short side and score it at 1 inch and then at 5 1/2 inches. And that is the shape you'll need. That's all we need from our scoreboard for the moment, so I'll move that out of the way. Now, the same principle as the other one, you need to cut a few bits away. We're going to remove these corners here. So I just take a pair of scissors and cut into the corner. And I like to make it so that it's slightly notched out. Not a lot, just a little bit. I was watching a young lady called, her name's Angels, and she's from Persephone's Papercraft, and Persephone's I should say, and she made this lovely little gift bag the other day that she said would be lovely for an envelope, and I thought, what if? So I took her what she'd done, but I'd altered it slightly so that it would become a full envelope. So I'll just remove these pieces here. I'll just do the other side. It's a bit like watching paint dry, isn't it? There we go. So they're all done. So that's what shape you need to be left with. Now what we're going to do is burnish and fold all our score lines, just the same with the other one. Can fold this with your fingers if you want to. Now what I like to do is the longer side, I like to have it so that this bit's in the middle. So I just take a little bit of tape runner and go down that edge, fold it over onto here, put a little bit of tape runner across the bottom, fold that up, and there you have it. There's your envelope, quick as that. And that, like I said before, will hold our, where did I put it? Oh, I'll pinch the one out. Oh, here it is anyway. So that just fits in. So our 4x4 inch card will fit into there just nicely. And the same with the other. I just use a little bit of the tear away tape. And that's my envelope done and made. As I told you before, it's got plenty of room inside, so if you've got embellishments on your card, it's already done to go. So there we are. So I hope you enjoyed my little video on making envelopes for some certain size envelopes for cards. This one here is an 8x3 inch card, so as you can see, it's a long thin card with a long thin envelope that fits. You can't make it the other way because the paper's, I don't think the paper's long enough, big enough, because you need a 10 1/4 inch piece, and the paper is only 8 1/4 inches wide, so that's why I chose this style for this size style card, if you want a long thin card. I also, in this size, have made a 2 inch, a 3 inch, the 4 inch and a 5 inch in the square. I've made the 5 1/4 by 5 1/2 and the 6x4 inch one, as you can see with our card that I made the other day, a pop-up one. So you can see that just because it's a bulky card, but it still has plenty of room in there, and it can be sealed off and sent in post. So I hope you enjoyed what I've done today. Give it a go if you're not sure. Yeah, have a try and make some of your own envelopes. And like I said, you can make them out of a beautiful paper or just plain copy paper, or if you can get your hands on just plain coloured paper, that would work too. Well, I hope you enjoyed what I've made today. Till next time, keep on creating. Bye!